Operant. Apologies, Operant. That's a bit beyond my remit. If you're short on funds, you should speak with your... Yes, Cascade. That's what I said. Was there anything else? Very well.
She hefts.
I've seen this camera before. This is a Lusian model. Where did you get it? I told that degenerate I refused to be involved in his little perversions any longer.
She tries to press the camera back into your hand.
Oh, fuck. When I open this up and take a look in the darkroom, it had better not be what I think it is. 1 hour. No charge for paying tenant.
There's no such policy. She knows taking your money would make her complicit in the act.
They'll be ready in an hour. I'll be here.
The bed looks cold and disheveled. You turn away. Raw information atomizes itself.
Cascade. Your old schnapps, then?
A ripple through your heart.
Was it as you left it? But it wasn't. You passed many evenings with your assets there. Places like that tend to be thick with associations.
Spoken from experience.
I suggest you don't submerge yourself in your darkest and most painful parts. It's not very healthy. Ah, so you haven't changed that much after all. Very fair point. Was there something else? Yes? What do you need? Trouble with the bank. Unsurprising. Very well. I told you I can't send you on. I can only advise. Realistically, I see 3 options available to you. You could resort to a life of minor criminality, you could adopt a more lucrative ideology, or of course, you could get a job. I mean in theater. There must be some positions.
You realize you have seen no dogs in Portofino.
Sure, why not? You're already... Painful though it may be to admit, there are reality organizing systems more compatible with fat soul stacks than post-historical materialism. Know your enemy by becoming your enemy? Sure, why not? But I have been giving you money. When you complete your tasks, you surely recall. The bursar's office is incredibly tight-fisted. I suppose we could apply for an exceptional infusion, but I'd need to provide a very compelling reason. I look forward to it. What else is on your mind, Operant? Be careful. Fine. Luck and skill.
Raw information atomizes itself.
Cascade.
This calls for a sub-story. Raw information atomizes itself.
Cascade.
This raw information atomizes itself.
Cascade.
This call. Raw information atomizes itself.
Cascade.
Raw information atomizes itself.
Cascade.
Time to flip this situation on its head. It's your controller who needs to give you the reason.
Oh God, be serious. You're not suggesting this is about nominalism, are you?
No entries. Sounds fake and made up. You're not suggesting it. She is.
I have no idea what it means. Personally, I don't even think the bursars know. They just heard it somewhere one day and started repeating it. But that's the thing with these new watchwords. All you have to do is say, "This initiative supports our nominal pillar," and they'll throw gobs of resources at you, whether anything comes of it or not. You know, it feels a bit like casting a magic spell. A very cynical one, that grants you loads of money without obligation. I feel slightly disgusted with myself, but maybe I'll let the Bursar's office know we've discovered an unexpectedly nominal dimension to this assignment. Hopefully that should be worth a decent... Enjoy your infusion. Get yourself something nice. I don't know who you're referring to. If he is, and if he did, then there won't be any record of him, which isn't to say he couldn't be useful to you. So you have yourself a magic spell. Careful how you use it. One wrong word and you've cursed yourself. Did who reach out, Operan?
The window rattles. Some nightbound animal scratches at the...
Oh, you're still talking about the imaginary man. Yes? There's nothing to forget. Now, what else is on your mind? Luck and skill.
You return to the desk, secreted neatly against the inner wall of the pack, just as you were once taught to do yourself. A crisply folded sheet of A7 paper. It reads, ZWS. The missing companion to the one-time key you recovered from the trousers. One-to-one correspondence between key and text. This is a Rosetta cipher. The pack slides nicely into your pocket, as though it always belonged there. Letter by letter, 6 words rise from a dark pool. For Cascade, all will be forgiven. For Cascade, all will be forgiven. A pretty thought, if it's possible. For Cascade, all will be. Your double isn't here to celebrate your decryption. The haze of light reflected in the grubby window calls you out. There may yet be some forgiveness at ZWS. For Cascade. ZW. For Cascade. You turn away. The stereo is right where you left it. You step. Pseudopod's pants hang. You leave the trousers.
Baby, these return visits make me think we should, with pleasure. All right, tell me what's on your mind. Trust. Vespa. Friend of yours. Alright. What's on your mind? Yeah. Must have been 4, maybe 5 years ago.
So that's it. He's gone. Asset virtue. Confirmed. Zeroed out.
Line of duty. That's what the obituary said. Didn't mention the specifics. It was on all the front pages. Carabineros don't die every day. When they do, they get these fancy pieces pumped. Only 2 possibilities. His own brothers, failing the Brotherhood, or the Azuris.
His employer.
News of a dead Carabinero usually comes with jokes and shit talk. Maybe drinks. And sure as the Cape boys were quiet, so were the Azuris. He'd been on the shit list for a while, I'm sure. Maybe he pissed off one of the pecans. Doesn't matter. The uniform's reason enough. And this part didn't look too good the last time we met. Like he knew something ugly was coming. It was a chance encounter. Saw him in East Kisok. He had this sad box of frozen shrimps in one hand, a bag full of booze under his arm. I told him, man, the fuck you doing all the way out here? Best part. He grinned like an asshole. Fucking supply run. I fucked. Late 91, a few weeks before. Yeah. We hung out for an hour or so, and then he told me he needed to get back to it. Showed me the door. Seemed to be. This bar's own clock, maybe. Yeah, but before I left, he had a question. It was about the day he first approached me. You know, our chats. Yeah, the deal back then was that I wouldn't talk to him about Lower Vudas, ever. I was firm, you know, no talking about my people. What I would have done if I'd only had 2 choices that day. Turning on my people, or a gun in my mouth. I put 2 fingers in my mouth as I replied. This part gave me a hug and just said, my man. And then he pushed me out the door. That was that. They still fuck carabineros every day, as far as I'm concerned. But I'm willing to give him a pass. Yeah. Something more? Yeah. We used to talk, you know, as professional men, within reason. He got me good. I was selling questionable hashish down in Party Alley at the time. I didn't see him get close. He taps me on the shoulder, I turn around, and there's the asshole, standing in his little GM outfit.
You recall Vespar speaking of his time in the Guardia Municipal, a decade of low-stake days.
Vespar made it clear he wouldn't leave me alone. I could either talk to him once in a while, or get long daily visits wherever I did. It was as he said. We'd chat. Within a couple of years, he became a carabinero. I was moving up too.
The young man stares at
As much as Vespar's outfit bothered me, you stand by everything your employer does, Habibti? Some people think work is an allegiance. It's not. They pay me for my time. I keep the rest separate. Yeah. The one and only. The eyes? Sure. You ever seen a goat? Their eyes are off. I respect the goats. That's why I picked the name myself. They got those little beards. That's graceful.
the ruler of a future kingdom, his throne already concrete in his mind. He stares right back, a practiced calm. He knows how he looks and dares you to question the asymmetry.
The GMs, half of them owe me money. Some grew up in Viudas. We fried plantains on the same radiators. Is Maurito still working the bazaar? Yeah? That's good. It being boar season and all. If I were to stay away from anyone, it'd be the carabineros. These fuckers don't fix problems. You know how it is. Nah, I'm no Kizak boy. I come here to work, and then I go home. I'm getting better by the day. It's not what it was even 10 years ago. Cleaner, you know? You won't see a Recreacion fan catching a screwdriver to the stomach. But hey, I like tourists with money. And tourists love Kizak. Born and raised in Lower Viudas. An hour away by tram. But the line's old. My mother's a Rustam woman. Inland blood. Came to Portofino with...
The dream of Rustam. For 80 years, there were no kings or bosses, only rotating councils, grain cooperatives, and radio poets. As the developed world spread, the dream cracked.
It's quiet. If you're used to shouting, neighborhood's made up of 14 towers. We got a barber, Timo, with the solid tattoos, old Khalchi selling candles out the windows, best bakeries in town. You should visit. Bring your friends. I'll be your friend. I'll be anything you want me to be. I only mention it because travel pamphlets have people thinking Viudas is dangerous. Sure, but you won't find any of that unless you're looking for it. Neighborhood business is neighborhood business. Old people, they think Lower Viudas should clean up, look decent. We're not the ones scared of poverty. Take a break. I have a lot to offer. I'll be seeing...
I'll print.
Her lips twist in a sour expression.
There's your pictures. And I don't mind saying, you should feel ashamed. It holds more meaning because of that. The next time you see Ignatz, tell him to leave that poor woman alone. At this point, I feel like she could be the daughter we were never able to have. But I suppose you know all about her? What a joke. She's a woman being hounded by a pervert. Anyone with eyes or a brain can see what's going on here.
Staring at photos all day doesn't make her a student of the human condition. Just another species of voyeur.
You believe that nonsense? I was told you knew what...
A phrase you've heard uttered often, with either panic or disappointment. She's gone for the second.
Yes, I get the picture. Let me just remind you, Operant, that this is still a free city. We have the right to refuse service to anyone. I'll be here if you...
The man looks across the roof in your direction.
Good evening. Pretty cool for us to meet here, in the dark. Good, good.
His eyes alight beneath the brim of his hat.
Oh, wow. Are you for real? Herschel, I don't mean to be rude, but you sound like a fake friend. There is a power differential here that you do not seem to appreciate, and I have... Now let's get this rendezvous back on track. The photos, please. That's more like it. Now let's see what we have here.
He slowly thumbs through several prints until his gaze... He seems surprised somehow, as if he willed it to...
Very good. This is very interesting stuff, I must...
The man looks...
Good evening. Good.
His eyes alight beneath...
Hand over the pictures, and you'll find out all about them. Oh, wow. Are you... Herschel, there is a... Now let's get... That's more...
The man looks...
Good evening. Pretty... Good, good.
His eyes alight beneath the brim of his hat.
Hand over the pictures. And when I said you were rusty, Herschel, I didn't mean to crush your confidence. I'm sure the photos are perfectly serviceable. What do you mean? How would you feel if it was your organization that has sprung a leak? Pretty bad, I'd guess. Beyond that, withholding the photos would mean I couldn't possibly uphold my end of our bargain, even if I wanted to. And Herschel, this wounds me deeply. I guess it's true what they say. I feel... Hello again, Herschel. Good.
His eyes alight beneath the...
Oh, wow. Herschel, there is a... Now let's get this. That's more like...
He slowly thumbs through several... He seems surprised somehow.
Very good. This is very interesting stuff,
With his free hand,
I can tell you our friend here is a fucking dead man. These waves here, highly suggestive of ulterior...
they're as you left them, a private moment.
What do they look like to you? Yeah? Mega lovers. You watch too much TV, Herschel. Your brain, it's an active field of study. My department has a whole... Of course, there is no science without art. Fortunately, I possess both in large quantities. You should try opening your mind to experiences beyond your limited...
He flips the...
She's harder to read. Most likely you fucked up and she was actively shielding her thoughts from you. Otherwise, her shadow play is even more powerful than I said. You've cracked her persona.
Why does he not sound impressed, then?
I'll just make a note for further investigations. Herschel, please. This is a base. Besides, I'm already... Relax. It makes sense you're nervous, wondering to yourself, have I just been masterfully played by Ignatz, whom I once passed on recruited? Fortunately for you, I'm a man of absolute integrity.
With a surprisingly sprightly bounce, the would-be asset disappears around the corner. The violet night comes on like a stain. The full moon makes its stately procession as one. The light deceives at this latitude. The hour is later than it appears. In pre-modern astrological cultures, the moon was called the shield of man, believed to protect. When the moon smothers the sun, tradition holds that the stars grow restless when the summer moon is full. Their grip on... All in all, not a bad... Aerotrams convey the middle classes to their apartments in Lower Viewdus and the Hill of Pigs. Little squares and ovals of light testify to their safe return. Meanwhile, the building managers, delivery men and cleaning ladies return to Keysok. The sweet smell of ripening waste drifts over the Hill of Pigs. The mild air fills your lungs once, then again. What are you doing here? Seems like you're just standing around. The light of the moon hardens and it no longer appears flat, but as it is, a great round mass of rock and metal. You're called to your own touch. Against its illuminated surface, it's possible to make out the transits of artificial satellites. The moon's light frames your shadow against the rooftop. A great question to consider when you're alone again. You hear the surprisingly light tread of Ignatz returning.
As I suspected, my sources were very pleased with your work. Well done, Herschel. It's an honor. My new employers, they're very into security, mental or otherwise. It's all part of their ideology. Very futuristic, as they say. I shouldn't be telling you this, seriously. But the man I'm working for, his name is Buendia. I think your people call him 100 Eyes or something.
Nothing you haven't already uncovered. It's starting to appear this assignment may have been a wash.
I must tell you, it's very interesting. Using my knowledge of modern psychology and my keen powers of observation, I've concluded something is amiss with my new employers. Despite the unified face they put on for the world, I think I have detected subsurface tensions behind the placid expression. Tensions of the eternal kind. The eternal kind. Soft power against hard power. Culture against civilization. I do not think Mr. Buendia cares much for these culture people, even though he is responsible for their security. He is what you call a military hardliner. The muscles form a smile, but the expression is not very happy. if you follow my meaning. No, not a word. I would not betray his confidences if I enjoyed them. These are private observations shared with you on a highly unofficial basis.
What is it going to cost him?
My hands are tied. I wish I could help more, but I believe I'm taking enough risks for you as is. Please don't be greedy. It's very satisfying to say, is it not? Perhaps it's just the aura of technofascism. He's a very serious individual, but maybe not as bad as the opera makes him about to be. I think you might even get along. Even though, according to his hierarchies, people like you and me would be subhuman. I don't think I should, Herschel, on account of us being on opposite sides in this particular matter. Wait, Herschel, I've been wondering just one thing. About the old days.
For the last time, there were no such days.
You never told me what was my cryptonym around the opera.
It's been a while since you've done this, but you haven't lost your touch for names.
That's interesting. I consider myself an extremely world-weary individual. But I get it. An attempt at irony.
A pause. He's sounding the name out to himself, trying it on beside.
Okay. I can get behind this. Idealist. You're right. We've lingered too long up here, exposed. Let's keep this between ourselves, as friends and so forth.
He looks over one shoulder and the other.
See you around, Herschel. It was good to work together again.
Officer Marito.
Operation's still underway, miss. Marito can't just let a civilian go in.
He's desperately hoping you'll give him a good reason. Just say something that sounds good. No need to get deep. In fact, better
Huh? You, do security work back home or something? As an officer of the Guardia Municipal, I'll give you permission to enter. Here, this might be useful.
He gives you a thumbs up. You pick up the payphone's handset. A dolphin emblem smiles at you, its eyes wide. You press the soft plastic. A man in a hard hat and blue vest finished. The poke sends a ripple from your fingertip through the rest of your body. You step. The sour scent of urine surrounds the vending machine. Luckily, the beverages inside look fresh. The piss smell. On the wall above, scratched and yellowed, the smudge is not what it appears to be. Not the most obvious suspect, at least. From across the room, the bartender notices your gaze.
Don't worry. The smudge on the rim is just blood. 83. Kisok versus Recreación. The referee sent Peña off on a bullshit call. A riot ensued, as per tradition.
It's a misty Keysok's pride. Countless injuries were reported in the aftermath of the incident, and the bartender gives. In the machine aisles is a lineup of smokes, candy, and canned coffee. They land in the well with a formidable. If you change.
The imprint returns. Oh. I'll be here.
Under a thick, curved screen, a discolored bloom of interference mars the corner of the screen, tinting the dancing mascot on the sidelines purple.
Oh, yeah. Pro typos are garbage. I suppose I'll buy a new one. If nothing lasts anymore.
The TV.
Baby, these return visits make me think we should...
Goat Eyes taps his watch and shakes his head.
With pleasure. All right. I'll be seeing...
Bored? What do you want? You want to off yourself? I'm happy to help, but you have to sign a release. Leaving your remains to me is a donation to science. Goat Eyes. Go tuk-tuk parking lot in lower view. And don't...
All roads, it seems, lead...
Aren't we fucking on? What? Adios.
The teenage boy nods head. Odds of him being asset scarf? 95%. The adolescence features ever shifting between boy and man land firm.
She did? Yeah, so you should know my crypto name. Seems you're legit.
He is very excited to say the word legit.
And what do they call you? Cascade? Cool. Dunno. Yana came up with it. What can I brief you on? Yeah? He was here. I saw him. That loadout over there, there's a mailbox dot under it, and Headphones guy used it. I think he took something from it. Small. Like a package. It was hard to see. I was hiding back here. Then he strolled past the clinic and poof, gone. It was crazy. I took notes. Tall, smoker, long jacket, big collar.
He looks off at... It's like a pig looking at wind, trying to contemplate the invisible force pushing it.
I know. Shouldn't I get a review?
Oh, give him something.
Yana? Yeah. Yeah, she's going to love this. Or call me a cunt. What about her? Really? Yeah, whatever. Sweet. Yeah? Well, I have sins too. Loads. Been excluded from school twice. Pencil crimes, failed tests, bit of fire stuff. Done it all. Fine, I guess.
He shrugged. You've asked an open-ended question to a teenager. Try again. Laser focus.
Yeah, new things she's doing. They're cool. Cool. See you around.
Mal credito. No problemo. Beneath him, a rusted mail slot welcomes loan applications. Unlikely. The slot is too narrow and a quick appraisal reveals 2 heavyweight locks. He'd be here for hours. The metal flap creaks open. The blade of light catches crimson plastic. A red disc, marked with the words Ultravioletta. A tensing in your gut as another piece of the Doom puzzle slots into place. They were officially cautioned by an MTER operant, as was your double, it seems, with prejudice. Still doesn't explain why he wasn't wearing trousers. You gather your thoughts, staving off the final insight. An envoy of the so-called developed world. Kurt wasn't looking at his eyes. He was looking at the stack of paper clutched in his fists. On the stained streets of Calle del Partido, 2 sets of teeth are bared. This is a facade, a translucent, because he is an operand. And this is an astral door, a dead drop operated by a predatory foreign financial entity. The 6 letters flash across your mind, capitalized, bolded, underlined. Who else? This credit provider is a limp in-joke from the Empire Sound territoire. You notice now that his wide grin doesn't quite reach his eyes. Enemies all the time. The girl's greatest inheritance from Tempo after the free pack-a-day habit. Begin here. The weird man in headphones is an MTER operand. That much is clear from this astral door. Logical succession. Most important part of the job. The matching discs cannot be a coincidence. The headphone man and pseudopod must have made contact. Did pseudopod defect to enter for a disc? So more likely, music can transcend ideological divides. Red for danger, red for a bearer of the plague. Very much depends on what's on the disc. Tempo's deal has many levels and many ripples. The imprinting device, but something else too. Something behind the device. Or yours. The girl hasn't given you the full story. She's protecting something. Something else. Quick fingers of wind pluck the aerotram wires above you. She could use it. Behind the facade, her small hand is outstretched in desperation. The pompadour man looks expectantly over your shoulder, his gaze alive. Danger, grave, behind you. Predictive reinforcement, a honed skill. Someone has you in their sights. You have a sliver of time in which to react, the span of a single mental event. One fluid motion, sweep and turn. The bullet cracks into the wall beside you, followed by the thunderclap of the gunshot. Darkness on the edge of your peripheral vision as the center sharpens to a scalpel point. You lock eyes with a man in a long coat. The eyes are pale blue. Water under ice. Around his neck are a large pair of headphones. His face is impassive as he holds a strange gun on you. There's barely enough time for a response. He does not wave back. Instead, he ducks and disappears through a metal door to the side of the rooftop. As he goes, you catch a flash of vivid colored lining on the inside of his coat. Slowly, then all at once, the world fades back in. You are alone again. The fire door is still tightly closed. You raise your hand to... The door sits... The fire door is still tightly closed. The door... The desk. You turn from the desk. You turn.
Yo, Hirsch. You check in with Marco yet? Got something on your mind, Hirsch?
The girl pauses for a drag as a passing aero tram whines and squeaks.
Is Marco...
She's concerned about Marco, the espionage voyeur.
He actually shot you. Hardcore, Hirsch. Very cool. You sure it wasn't a warning shot? Rock and roll, baby. Heavyweight. I could have sworn the headphone guy was with the Luthians, but you say Emperor again. Either way, it doesn't matter. He's a midnight prick like you. Again? Hirsch, are you living in a reality where the fucking has stopped? A reality in which the fuck is paused? But this makes zero sense. Why would the M-Cons be so interested in our deal?
The girl considers you for a long moment.
Maybe Tempo didn't pay back a loan or something. Who needs banks anyway? Money in a mattress.
This is all laid out in front of you. A map of islands with unmarked bridges. Take it from the top. Does it seem like your former asset fought this one through? A hurried, desperate backup. Yet the practical logistics of the scheme were planned long in advance. And yeah, in the slow dip of silence, a piano melody lull. That's why she was there, which leaves a single question.
I was wondering when you were gonna ask that. This whole fuck show started when we brought... Actually, better if I just show you. Follow me. And Hirsch, be cool.
The girl mashes the ends of her cigarette into the tabletop. The girl leaves a strange cord hanging in the air as she...
Yana, who's this?
A sudden vision. Shrine, priestess, and angel, bound within a single frame.
This is Hirsch. She's a friend at Temple's. Friend of mine. Might be able to help us.
Hello.
Hello there? You're standing a foot from the biggest pop star in the world, and you come up with hello there. Dubious.
It's alright, Yana. I appreciate this approach, actually. Hello, Hirsch. It's nice to meet you. Oh, nothing. Some variation of F minor 9.
A stack of hi-fi equipment. Speakers resting on cinder blocks. The only thing arranged with care in this apartment. Your asset presses play with a large finger.
Can't get this shit anywhere, Hirsch. Has to fall off the back of a boat. Listen to this dynamic range like you wouldn't believe. It's like the band's right here in the fucking room.
The pop star looks to you as the notes die.
It's just a chord. Doesn't really mean anything until some other chords make it mean something. Sorry, I've been told I can come across a little cold at first. Call me V. Cool. I'd like that. So what are you doing here, Hirsch? How does she know about the plan?
Because Hirsch is a communist spy.
Oh, cool. Negotiations? That's what managers are for. Sorry to let you down.
She's not doing your job for you, Hirsch. Come on.
Because Temple said he'll get me far away, with proper exit papers and everything. It seemed like the best shot at getting out.
Raw deal, she thinks. But still a deal.
Eastern Republics was the play. Very casual on their entry requirements. Best shot, like V said.
So I took it. I trusted Tempo, and now I'm stuck here.
This isn't a fucking retreat. It's a shit room in a shitter apartment.
It is a shit room, that's true. Also, I know who I want to be, Hirsch. I just can't become her unless I get out. The actual singing was way down the list of what I was, or what I am, or what I represent. The end of culture, if you believe the critics. I'm getting out of La Luz, and out of my own shadow. Some people will do anything to meet me, you know. But as soon as they do, a little light goes out in their eyes.
An enviable life, if you squint.
Those same people would have raised me just so they could discover me all over again. Or kill me so I could never make a bad song. Never get old. Never be more or less than a dream beyond their reach. Fuck them.
The word sounds blasphemous coming from her mouth.
I know. Pretty funny.
If Luth is out there looking for a group of non-existent countercultural cunts, all the better for us.
I wasn't kidnapped, though. I want to be here.
Kidnapped with consent. If the kids find out, it'll be all the rage.
I didn't fake every tear, but I faked a lot of them.
I'm still going to get her to the Eastern Republics. This is just...
I believe her. Yana's my S tier.
And you're C tier to me, Hirsch. Guess what the C stands for?
Beside her, the pop star stifles a giggle.
Becoming a hyper-tier artist at the apex of her fame and talent. Yeah, I volunteered. But as it shook out, I'm a gay middle-aged bootlegger with a nicotine dependency. Funny the little ways life fucks you.
It's her life. If she wants to bleach it away, that's her call.
The other girl looks down and then...
Pretty simple when you break it down. V's still V, I'm Tempo.
Busted. Where did you get that?
You could make a fuckfold of money with that, Hirsch.
A fuckfold. 54,567,300...
I was sure my record label shelved it. I don't think you're supposed to have that. Nobody is. Because it's not finished. I never actually heard the final mix. You should ask Espada Records. I don't control the masters. No, I don't answer to anyone when it comes to the music. You, but from a dream.
The world slows for a fraction of...
There was this recording engineer on it, Paulo. He was... And then at the end, this big minister turned up at the studio to listen to some of the mixes.
Music falls under culture. This minister...
Facundo Reyes, that's him. Very old. Before he left, he cleared out all the other people from the studio and sat with me in the recording. He told me how much he was looking forward to this song, how important it would be for Luz. He said it would be the soundtrack to Reunion.
In a dim recording studio in the Lusian capital of Cicatriz Frontera, a young girl and an old man discussed...
There was some talk of a concert in space too. The whole thing seemed off. Or maybe way too on? Sorry, I can't really explain it. Those red discs are single play only. What do you mean weird? Yes, they're pretty cool. I would prefer if they came in purple though. Why?
A middle-aged vendor carefully arranges his wares in accordance with a strict personal algorithm.
But you said listening to this empty one made... I don't mean to be blunt.
Wow. This impossibly beautiful being from a higher plane is telling you...
I remember some scandal in Luz many years ago about... You can save people with me. I heard it from my publicist, but Donatella's always saying... Now I can get you on the list, Hirsch. I don't deal with the schedule. How do you know Minister Reyes, by the way?
Incredibly fucking dubious.
Good luck with your collaboration. I've heard something like that before, yes. Sorry, Hirsch, I'm not really into politics. Only if you're trying to manipulate people. What do you mean, took out?
Are you serious, Hirsch? Fuck me.
Yana, I don't know anything about this. You shouldn't be so hard on yourself. It's never just... So this desk badly hurt your friend? That's an even greater loss then, isn't it? To never have known what's been taken from you. I'm not. I just got a feeling. There are hundreds of bootlegs out there of my work. That might not even be me on there. It does look like a real promo disc, yes. I just recorded a song, Hirsch, like I always do.
A thin film of tears forms across our eyes.
That's not what I want for my music. Not at all. Another reason I should leave it all behind. Oh, really? What did you think? Oh, thanks.
I knew you were a cunt, Hirsch, but I didn't think you were a music critic.
Please don't mention it again. Great. The very thing I'm trying to outrun is right outside the door. I know. Sometimes I can hear the ultras in the front row at shows. It throws me off. I never actually said that. It was some nothing. By the autumn, they'll have forgotten why they liked it. I agree. I won't meet. Sweet.
Remember, Hirsch, no weird shit around V. Me and Marco. Moving on. Alright, Hirsch. Fine with me. Later, Hirsch.